You got my packet?
Good evening, my friends, and may the force be with you all. Well, the week flies by. It feels like just yesterday it was Saturday when we presented the first part of our weekly news segment, What's New with the News? Wait, it turns out it actually was. So today we have the second part, focusing on the big and small screen. There's a streaming platform that's in the spotlight this week. I bet you guys already know which one it is, but we won't say, so you'll have to watch the video until the end. YouTube, what about you? How have you been? I bet you've had a busy week with all these trailers everyone is watching on your database. Can you handle it all? While you think about it, please start the video. Let's start with the first of many titles Netflix has to offer in the coming months. We're talking about the trailer for Don't Move, starring one of the stars from Yellowstone, Kelsey Aspel, in a story about a serial killer who injects a substance into a young woman that will eventually paralyze her. The film also stars Finn Wittrock, Daniel Francis, and Dylan Beam. It premieres on October 25th. Of course, we had to include a title from the land of the rising sun. A new trailer for Solitary Gourmet has been released, a live-action adaptation based on the manga created by Masayuki Kusumi and Jiro Taniguchi. This new trailer reveals that South Korean actor Yoo Jae-myung will be part of the cast, playing an immigration officer. The film will premiere in Japanese theaters on January 10th, 2025. And now, how about a debut? We're talking about the trailer for Outsider, the first zombie film entirely produced in the Philippines. Directed by Filipino filmmaker Carlo Ledesma, this film, as seen in the trailer, promises moments of great tension and horror in the tropics. The premiere is set for October 17th, next week, on the Netflix streaming platform. Speaking of the horror genre, when combined with director Robert Eggers, the result is usually worth watching. A new trailer has been released for Nosferatu, a remake of one of the greatest classics of horror cinema. With a stellar cast, Bill Skarsgård, Nicholas Hoult, Lily Rose Depp, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Emma Corrin, Ralph Ineson, Simon McBurney, and Willem Dafoe, it premieres on December 25th. One of the highlights of the week, we're talking about the trailer for Juror Nº2, which will probably be the last film directed by the legendary Clint Eastwood, with another stellar cast. Nicholas Hoult, Toni Collette, J.K. Simmons, Chris Messina, Gabrielle Basso, Zoe Dutch, and Kiefer Sutherland. The film tells the story of a family man who is confronted with moral questions while serving as a juror in a highly publicized trial. How about ending on a high note with the next film from one of the greatest action icons of all time? We're talking about the trailer for Armor, starring Philadelphia's Iron Man, Sylvester Stallone. The film is directed by Justin Rout and also stars Jason Patric, Dash Mihawk, Josh Wiggins, Blake Shields, and Aaron Ownby. It premieres on November 22nd. Let's start with the big release of the week in this segment. Coming straight from the land of the samurai, we have a new trailer for Oshi no Ko, a live-action adaptation of one of the most loved and hated stories of recent years. With a total of 8 episodes, this plot will reveal the light and shadow hidden in the world of entertainment. It will premiere on November 28th. How about a sequel now? We're talking about the trailer for the second season of The Diplomat, a political thriller starring Kerry Russell as the lead. After the explosive, literally ending of the first season, Kate Weiler, the U.S. ambassador to the UK, will try to figure out how everything happened. It will arrive on Netflix on October 31st. And for a change of pace, a documentary. Everyone, except perhaps those living under a rock, knows that Lost was one of the best series of all time, and a serious case of popularity at the turn of the century. Well, the trailer for Getting Lost has been released, a documentary series about the success of this show and the community of people and fans it united over time. It doesn't have a release date yet. Another series premiering next week, featuring an actor we all know. We're talking about the trailer for the first season of Rivals, starring David Tennant, one of the most famous Doctor Who actors, or perhaps Kilgrave in the series Jessica Jones, as the main protagonist. This series dives into the ruthless world of the early days of private television stations. It premieres on October 18th. Today, we're being very inclusive and eclectic. Now, from the land of Napoleon, we have a story based on true events. The trailer for The Confidant has been released, a French HBO Max miniseries that follows Christelle Blandin, who, after surviving the Bataclan attack in 2015, becomes indispensable to the community of survivors of this tragedy. It premiered this Friday, October 11th. We started with Japanese, moved to English and French, and will end with Spanish. Under Netflix's banner, the trailer for La Última Noche en Tremor has been released, arriving on the streaming giant's platform on October 25th. With 8 episodes, it's based on the best-selling novel by Miquel Santiago, The Last Night at Tremor Beach, and focuses on Peter Harper, a musician and soundtrack composer trying to overcome a traumatic divorce.
I am Kal-El of Krypton. It is time to fulfill my destiny.
Destiny? That's Jor-El talking! He did this to you! I want my son back! Give me my...
A laugh can be a very powerful thing. Sometimes in life, it's the only weapon we have. Unlike today's video, which had very little comedy. Was there anything that caught your attention the most? It seems that horror and suspense films never go out of style. And this latest movie from Master Eastwood promises strong emotions. The anticipation to see the B. Komachi Group and its leader Ai Oshino live and in color continues to grow, and European productions are still making waves. You already know what's coming. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, leave your feedback, which is essential, and share the video on your social media. And we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be here waiting to wrap up the weekend.